Today I spilt my tea just at the end of the live, so I'm just here preparing everything, making sure I don't spill it again because I do need to have a cup of tea when I'm on the live. So yes, hello, hello. You're very welcome to Learning English Pro. That always makes me think of the rhyme. Hello, hello. You're welcome to Learning English Pro. And of course, I'm Jer. We're live from Dublin in Ireland. And we're going to do a quiz. I'm a little bit more wrapped up than usual because I'm freezing. I really, really, really hate the cold. And I can't put up with it. So today we are doing biology and we're doing idioms. We're starting with biology. I'm going to put the first one on the screen right now. If you're watching live, jump into the chat and post your answer. Let's get to it, people. Let's get straight to it. We're doing an English quiz. We're here to learn intermediate to advanced. You know, there might be some beginners, but I want everything to be a little bit tricky. You know, nothing too hard, nothing too easy. So I'm giving you the four letters. Jump into the chat. Let me know where you're from. If you're, new to the channel, say hi. But jump in with your answer. What am I looking for? What is this material? We're doing biology. What is this material? What is this type of plant? Jump into the chat. I'm waiting to hear your answer. And yes, this is Jer from Learning English Pro. Wrapped up. My eye is sore again. Again. So, looking great. Feeling gorgeous. I hope everyone's well. Only 3 people so far. How many will be on the live today? Who will know? Who can tell? So I've had a very nice Wednesday. I always have to look and check the day because days blend into each other. And yeah, it's been a lovely Wednesday. I went into the office. I did some kind of video work. I'm working on a new video. And yeah, can't complain. Life is good. Weather is shockingly cold. So I have my hat on and my scarf and my snuddy and a cup of tea. And I'm ready for a good quiz. So say hi. The first one's already up. The first quiz question is up. I'm waiting for someone to pop in and say hello. Hi, Sarah. Hello to you. Nice to see you. Welcome to the channel. Everyone's names have changed. YouTube have changed something. So if I say your name and it's not what I usually call you, let me know. I had, a few people yesterday with very different screen names than what they're usually called. So hello, Sarah. Nice to see you. Welcome to Learning English Pro. Let me know where you're watching from. And yes, we have our first quiz question on the screen. Let me know what's the word I'm looking for here. We're doing biology. I'm waiting for someone to chime in. Starts with an M. It's a plant, type of plant. What am I looking for? This is English, people. You all know the answer. Come on. Someone pop in. So I have a student member in the channel and in the chat. Hello to you, Prodactinium. Thank you very much for your membership. Always delighted to have someone here. And remember, you can use the special emojis for members. I'm going to chime in with some now. You can use Brainy, who is my channel mascot. Ebrew, hello Ebrew, hello to you. From Atlanta, of course. Yeah, everyone's screen names have changed. And yes, I see Sarah has Moss. Just check your spelling there, Sarah. And yes, Ebrew, the answer is Moss, Moss. We are doing biology today, biology vocabulary. I'm testing you guys. So if you're new to the channel, jump in. We're learning English. Jump in with the answer. We're going to jump on to the next one here in a minute. Perfect, Sarah. That's great. You corrected your spelling. So Moss, type of plant. In this very wet climate that I'm in Ireland, we have lots of moss everywhere. It grows in all the damp spots, the dark spots, and moist spots. So yeah, quite a nice plant, really. Kind of nice to look at. Yeah. So let's jump in with our next. We're doing biology. Ebrew is a chemist, so I occasionally use element names from periodic table, but no idea why it popped out today. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. Yeah, like yesterday all the names had changed. I think YouTube have changed something on the user interface. So all the names have changed. Like everyone's name was different yesterday. So don't worry. Once I just have to try and remember that your name is not Prodactylium, and it's Hebrew, but Hebrew, yes, of course it's you. So let's move on. We're doing biology today, and I'm looking for the English word. What are these things? Now, I have the singular here, but you can type in with the plural. We usually talk about them in the plural because sometimes there's lots of them, and you wouldn't want to prick your finger on one. These would make you bleed. So what word am I looking for? Let me know in the chat. Jump in and say hi. YouTube looks so different now. I think this stuff just kicked in. Silent Bob. Hello to you, Stabworthy, one of my regulars. You're very welcome. Hope you and Beefy Dog are well and enjoying all your walks. I hope Beefy Dog has been behaving. Yeah, so jump in and let me know what the answer to this is. I'm looking for an English word. We're doing biology. This is kind of plant biology at the moment. What English word am I looking for? T something, 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 something. This is the singular. Maybe you might chime in with the plural. You know, there is more than one on screen. What is the word I am looking for? So, Sai, hi Sai, how are you? And Ebru are in with an answer. Could be a very good answer. Have a look at the chat, see what you think. If you're not sure, have a guess. Type in what they've typed in or type in something else. Gazcom is here. Hello, Gazcom, and you are in with an answer. My answer is T something, 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 something. That's a very close guess, Stabworthy. Not quite accurate, though. Just not quite there yet. Is spine also the famous thorn? Yeah, I would say thorn more. I think spine could be more applied to something else, maybe, but you could perhaps say spine, but best to say thorn, especially these ones. These ones are very thick, you know, like a very classical kind of looking thorn. So, yes, the correct answer is thorn. 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 Of course, we always think about fairy tales and things like that. You know, the princess pricked her finger on a thorn, you know, a drop of blood. Good night. Welcome, Hiya, Raja Pandit 746. Hello to you. Thanks so much for joining and chiming in. So I would stick with thorn for this one. We can have spines on things. Let me just have a look at my Google. Spines plant. So, spines on plants are sharp pointed structures that are modified leaves, modified stems, or outgrowths. So, common plants with spines include cacti. Yeah, so I think spine is a very good synonym of a thorn. Let's have a look. A thorn is a modified stem, while spine is a modified leaf. So there we go. We do have a difference. So a thorn is what this is on the stem. This is the stem of the plant. And then what you're saying is a spine. So a spine is a leaf which is prickly. So there we go. We have established. So I've learned something new. I hope you have too. So I'm going to type that into the chat. So we have thorn is what I'm looking for. That is the thorn on the screen now. And then we have spine, which is a kind of prickly modified leaf. So I am typing that in. So thank you, Sarah. Glad you got it. So a few more. It's the song Every Rose Has a Thorn. Yes, I've been kissed by a rose on the grave. That's not the same song, but I just thought that's the first one that came to my mind. So yeah, well done. And we've all learned something new. This is a thorn on a stem, and a spine is a prickly leaf which has kind of been evolved and modified. So there we go. The Boy with the Thorn in His Side is a better song. Oh, I don't know that one. I really have to improve my my musical knowledge. So let's go on. Let's soldier on with our next biology word and term. So, what is the word I'm looking for here? Begins with a T, and this grows into something else, doesn't it? Something that we all know. But what is the word I'm looking for here? I'm just going to put on the brightness so you can see me. Hello. By the Smiths, 1986. Oh, the Smiths, a good choice there. Very good choice. I like a bit of the Smiths. Although I don't really know much of their music, but I know they're cool. So I'm going to say yes. Okay, Stabworthy is in with an answer and saying that the answer will become a frog. Yes, of course, but have a look and see what Stabworthy has put. If you're not sure, check your spelling there, Sai, and just make sure. I get why you've spelt it that way. But yeah, have a look, everybody, and see what you think. We're doing biology vocabulary today. I know we've done some anatomy already. If this is your first time with the channel, we do the quiz here every day doing different topics. And Ebru is in as well. I see a few more people jumping in. Okay, so the correct answer here is tadpole. Sai, you have toadpole, which is so close because, you know, something like this might turn into a toad or a frog or something like this. Thank you, Stabworthy. And as Stabworthy has said, if this is your first time on the channel, hit like and subscribe. And make sure to hit the notification bell to get notified when I go live. So yes, we have a tadpole, which then grows some legs, sheds its tail, and becomes a frog or a toad. I'm pretty sure toads start out as tadpoles as well. So a tadpole. Very, very good. Well done to all those who got it correct. So we're also at the beginning of life here with our next word. What is the word? I've added in the V here to give you a bit of a help. What is the word I'm looking for? This guy's kind of not very pretty. What is the word I am looking for? We're doing biology vocabulary here today. I have loads of biology videos on my channel. Loads and loads. So Stabworthy's in, Ebru is in as well. If you're new, just have a look in the chat, jump in with your answer. Doesn't matter if you're right, if you're wrong, just give it a go. Okay, and Sai is in as well. Well done. Sarah's in as well. So yes, well done. We have larva. Larva. L-A-R-V-A. Larva. Okay? So yeah, this is another thing like the tadpole, which is at the beginning of the animal's life. Okay? So yeah, well done. Not the prettiest of things, but sometimes they can grow into something very nice. Bum, 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 bum. Larvae is the plural of larva. Yes, exactly. Well done. Larva is called in Italian, so I kind of modified it without knowing the correct spelling. Well done, Sai. You did a great job. Okay, so I'm looking for, we're in biology. That's our subject. So I'm kind of looking for what this kind of thing represents. It's two words. It's kind of a term that we use in biology. Larva. Okay, so Sai is in, Stabworthy's in. I didn't even really have to give much of an explanation, and they are in. So what is this representing? We see the plant. The plant is eaten by the bird. The poor bird is eaten by the snake. The unfortunate snake is eaten by the owl. Maybe the owl is going to poop something out, and something will feed on the poop, and then that will give over to, or that's the seed or something, and the circle of life. The circle of life. Sung by the lovely Elton John. So we have lots of people in. And Mahit, you are right. This is a bird, isn't it? We have two birds in the food chain, so well done. And yes, food chain. Sai is in. Stabworthy's food chain. Sarah, food chain. Com Mateo, food chain. Yes, well done. Mohit, you're saying a plant? Yeah, we have a plant. And you said birds, so well done. The food chain or cycle. Yes, cycle is another great word we could use here. And it fits in CYCLE. Perfect. Yeah, it's a cycle, isn't it? Any kind of diagram like this, which kind of goes around, we would say cycle. But in this term, we generally say food chain. So this is eaten by this is eaten by this is eaten by this, and somehow whatever this is comes back to the plant. So we have the food chain. So if we take something out of the food chain, it disrupts it. So when animals go extinct, you know, it can disrupt the entire ecosystem. So yeah, well done, everybody. Very impressed. Let's keep going with our biology quiz. If this is your first time with the channel, make sure to subscribe so you join my chat every day. We're here to learn English. We're doing biology today, which is a viewer request. What's the word I'm looking for here? Quite a direct view up this child's nose. So nose is not the word. These are two specific holes into the human body. What do we call these? Okay. And you can use the singular. I think I have the singular here, or the plural. We usually talk about them as the plural generally. A nose hole, com Mateo, that is fantastic English. But we have a word, we have a definite word for this body part, or body hole maybe, body orifice. Yes, so Ebrew is in stabworthy, sigh. Mohit is saying nostril, or we have Ebrew in with the plural nostrils. So yes, when I have quite big nostrils, I think nostrils, the holes in your nose. But I do like that nose hole. That is a very, a very nice way to say it. But we wouldn't say nose hole. We would say nostril. Yeah, con Mateo in with nostrils. Very good. Very well done. Yeah. Jer, I can see your brain when you do that. Yeah. My nostrils are big enough that you might see my brain. So let's keep going. What's next in our biology? We're doing plants, animals, body parts, everything, because we've done a lot of biology already if you've been joining. So let's have a look at this. So this word can mean a few things. Sometimes it's also a noise a dog makes. Woof, 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 woof. So, but here, this is a piece of the tree. This is like the skin of the tree, the outside layer. What do we call this part of the tree? The outside, the very outside layer. Sometimes people take it off for and use it for different things, but it's like a protective covering of the tree, a natural protective covering. What is this word? It begins with a B. We're doing biology. What do you think? Jump into the chat. Let me know your answer. I'm going to have a look now and see what people are saying. Okay, so Com Mateo is saying, what does carries mean in English? So to carry, as Stabworthy has said, is to carry or hold something. So we have a few guesses. Stabworthy is saying woof, you're very clever, but the answer is in Hebrew and Com Mateo, and Chriselab have bark. I think Comateo, just check your spelling there, but bark. B-A-R-K. You know, you can hear about a dog barking. That's this word has two meanings. Bark as in woof woof, or bark as what I'm looking for here is the outer layer of the tree. Okay, that kind of very brown. Sometimes the inside of the tree is kind of whitish, isn't it? And this outside bit is brown. It's kind of knobbly, and sometimes you can peel it off quite easily. Roof, no. I would say bark. I'm going to type it into the chat so you can all see it. I'm going to type it in capitals. Bark. Okay, bark. So this is a noun for the tree, the covering, the natural covering for a tree. Okay, great. Let's move on to our next question. You guys are doing well. And if you're new here, jump in, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Let me just see. I think I'm too far. This thing won't stay up today. Okay. So, what's the word I'm looking for? This is a long word today. Oh, this one's a long word. It begins with a C. If you know it, you know it. It's kind of one of those ones. If you know it, you know it. If you're new, lots of people watching, jump on and jump in and say hi. And Chris Ab, thumbs up to you. Do you have Barks root beer? It's tricky because they have a Q without a U after it. So we don't really have root beer in Europe. You can get it in some like American candy stores and things like that. And maybe some American themed restaurants might have root beer. I have tried it. I had it when I was in the States many, many years ago. Kind of tastes like medicine. I don't really know why you guys are crazy about it, but you can get it here, maybe in a specialized liquor store, maybe. You could probably get some alcohol version of root beer. But yeah, never heard of that one. Canterbury, that's a really nice one, but unfortunately not the correct answer. So I have someone saying E6C. Oh my God, this one is beyond my lexical comprehension. Well, your lexical comprehension, I mean, your lexical expression is very good, I have to say. And Chris Alb is in with caterpillar. And you're saying you don't like a caterpillar, they're scary. I suppose that the very big ones might be a bit scary. Stabber is saying caterpillar, yes. Ebrew is in with caterpillar, and Sai is in with caterpillar. So yes, a little bit of a longer one, really, isn't it? But a caterpillar, Caterpillar. So well done for everyone that got that correctly spelled. I'm not a great speller myself, so I would have to always double check these things. Thank God for spell check. Okay, let's move on to our next one. So I think this one might be quite tricky. I'm not sure if you will know this. So these are kind of big things big kind of shapes that we have for plants, that we plant this in the ground and then it grows into a plant. And oh my God, I just see JJ goes 6747. You have given me a super thanks. Thank you so much. That is so, so nice of you. I'm so pleased. I'm going to give it a heart and we're going to give it we're going to pin it. Can I pin it? I can't pin it, but thank you so much, JJ Goes 6747. So delighted to have you here. I'm going to give it a thumbs up as well. And thank you so much. That is such a nice thing for you to do. That really makes me smile and really makes me feel happy. So thank you so much. Anyone else wants to jump in with a super tip for me or a super thanks? I'd really appreciate it. And you can also support the channel by joining my membership. I have a student membership where you gain PDF guides for all my new lessons. So thank you so much. Okay, so JJ Goes, you've made me all feel red and a little bit, yeah, so thank you. Okay, so back to our question. And so I thought this one might be quite tricky, and it's really not a commonly known thing probably for English learners. But stab where these in with the correct answer. What type of dollar is that? I think that is, I'm not sure, but I'm always appreciative of anything and everything. So thank you so much. Had a bad day. Hope it makes yours better. Thank you, JJ Goes 6747. That's very nice. You definitely made my day feel much better. So thank you so much. So the answer is bulb. Okay. I saw someone saying root. This is a type of root, probably we could say. This becomes the root of the flower, the root of the plant. So this is a bulb, okay? So with certain plants, certain flowers, we would put the bulb into the ground. Daffodils, these could be daffodils, okay? We put the daffodil into the ground and we wait a few months and then the flower will grow, the plant will grow, okay? So this is a bulb, a part of the plant before it starts to grow. Um, let's have a look. Do 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 do. Thank you so much for getting there. Okay, so you guys are having a little chat. Manjaj PM is here. Hello to you, my friend. And JJ Goes, yeah, I hope your day gets better. You've made my day a lot better. So I hope you have a good day too and enjoy learning the English here. So thank you so much. Okay, so Crunel, hello Crunel, nice to have you here. Another one of our regulars here. We're doing biology today, and the answer to this one is bulb. Okay, so let's keep going and let's keep going with our biology. Lots of interesting ones. Okay, hello Karan Kumar, hello to you. Thanks for coming in and having a chat with us today. So we're thinking in biology, okay, and I've picked this particular scene and I want you to tell me the word that I'm looking for. You can see on screen the cat and the mouse. In nature, this is a particular relationship, isn't it? We have one and then we have the other. What is the one I'm looking for? So we're pointing to the cat. In this relationship between the two animals, what do we call the cat? What do we call the cat? And if you know the answer, you know what I'm going to ask next. So keep the answer for this one that's coming up next in your back pocket. Have it ready. I want to see who the fastest is. Okay. Hello, Macta. Hello to you. Thanks for coming back in. Everyone showed up late. Stabworthy, thank you so much. Stabworthy is like my big cheerleader. Thank you. Okay, and Macta said hello and was in with the answer. Crunel, Sai, Ebru, Chrissy Lab, and then Stabworthy's in, of course, with a movie reference, of course. Oh, and I have already, you guys are cheating. You guys are coming in with the next answer already. So yes, the answer to this one is Predator. Predator. Like the movie, if you've seen the movie, great movie. A really, really good movie. The first one is really good. Predator. So in this relationship, the cat is the predator. So let's see where the next one is. I see already you guys are jumping in ahead with the next one. So this, of course, so we already have Crunel, Macta, Sai, Gascom's in with Predator as well. What is the answer to this one? So anyone who wants to jump in now, some of you jumped in early. Very impressed. Machiavellian, I would do the same. So yes, Ebru is in. So in this relationship, we have the predator. What is this one? What do we call this animal, the mouse, in this relationship? Oh, okay. So calm Mateo's in with predator. We have predator for the cat. And yes, lots of answers in. This, of course, is the prey. We have the predator and the prey, the hunter and the hunted. Yes. And prey, it's not prey like this. It's prey, Prey. And have a look in the chat, and you can see lots of people have spelled it correctly. Prey. This is Tom and Jerry. Perfect. Perfect, Stabworthy. Perfect reference. Yes, this is just like the cartoon Tom and Jerry. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should do cartoons. That's a really good idea. Cartoons, really good one. That's maybe for a Sunday one, for a chill Sunday one. Food, victim. Yes, you could say the mouse is about to be, as a prey, will become the food for the cat. It will also be the victim. Yeah. Um, Jer, what is the temperature there? You make me feel cold. Yeah, it's kind of getting cold. And I need to warn you all, like the longer we go into Christmas, the further we go into winter, you will see me getting more layers and more layers. The house isn't really cold. I'm cold. I'm freezing. I'm always cold. I'm just a cold person. So, yeah, I could I did take off something to come on the live. I had another kind of house dressing gown coat on me, so I call myself a womble in winter time. Okay, what are we doing? So the floor, Matt is saying the floor. This is definitely the floor here, isn't it? Yeah. I made mistakes using E and an A in words. For example, prey, prey, predator, predator. Yeah, that's just, you're aware of what you're doing. So, being aware of it is the first step to solving it. Today is 13 degrees. Okay, let me tell you what the temperature is here. It's 10 degrees here at the moment, and I think it's going to get colder. Let me just check the weather on the Mac. So it's going to be rainy for the next few days and progressively gets colder. But 10 degree, I'm freezing. Ebru is saying 9. Okay, I don't know what 13 degrees is in American. What's 13 degrees in Fahrenheit? Let's have a little tangent here. 13 degrees in Fahrenheit is 55. And then, so I am 50. I'm 50 degrees. So, Stabworthy, let us know what the temperature is there in New Jersey. God, Atlanta, Ebru in Atlanta is quite cold. It's freezing here. But I think I'm just on the Atlantic, so I think we get more, the wind is harsher. It's 12.12 here in New Jersey, so 54 degrees. I just looked it up. Yeah, I think everyone's scrambling. Okay, everyone jump in and let me know the temperature and where you are. We can all have a thing. 27 degrees in Vietnam. Oh, lucky you. Lucky you. And that's coming from Nahum Juen 7957. 27 degrees. Oh, that's nice. Ebru is 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Anyone else want to jump in and let us know the temperature? We can have a conference on weather around the world. Okay. No one else? Okay, let's keep going. So, we are doing biology. If you're just joining, we are doing biology in English and a quiz. I have had the misfortune of having lived in places like this. If you live in Ireland and you live in an old house, you might get some of this. So I want to go anywhere. Yeah, we all want to go to where you are in Vietnam, Nigum Jum 7957. We definitely all need some temperature. Although I'm not very good with the heat, I have to say. So I just complain about everything. Okay, so we have some different spellings, and I thought this might happen with this word. Fungus, yes, this is a type of fungus, Cornell. Um, Let me just see. Sai, as a Muslim, I have to choose between praying and reading Holy Book or watch your live. Well, I hope you do whatever feels best for you. So we have Cornell. Ebrew, Stabworthy, Crunel. We also have Chrysilla Alb, Sai, and Suka, all in with mold. And we have some different spellings here with mold. MOLD, which is the American English spelling. And we also have the British English spelling, which is different. So I'm going to put them into the chat so you can see. So that's the British English. And then we have the American. Now I have, the one I was looking for was the American English. So I just want to highlight. This causes lung damage. Yeah, it causes lots of problems. It can cause, amnesia, lung problems, brain problems, forgetfulness, eyesight problems. It is a very serious thing. If you have this in your house, do whatever you can to remove it. So yes, mold. We have Crunel mushroom. Yeah, it's a type of fungus, isn't it? I suppose, I have seen places where this has grown into mushrooms or mushrooms have grown. So fungus, mushrooms, mold, all that nasty stuff that we don't want in our houses that are really, really bad for you. So if you have this in your house, do whatever it takes. Talk to your landlord, clean it out. It's really, really bad for you. Okay, let's keep going. And I have a body part next. I ventilate every day by opening the window. Yeah, you're supposed to ventilate your house a lot. So here we have, it's a 4-letter word. It's a part of the leg. It's the front part of the leg. Very kind of, if you get hit here, it's very, very painful. What is the front part of the leg? What is this part that I'm looking for? So yeah, that mold stuff, not good. Stabworthy is in. Mold is a general term for fungi that grow in form of multicellular filaments called hyphae on surfaces like wood, paper, or food. There we go. There we go. Moss? Moss? No, we would call it mold, not moss. It looks kind of a bit like moss. Maybe it grows a little bit similar to moss. It seems just to come from nowhere, but it is fungus. We wouldn't call it moss. So, what is the name of this body part? I see a few answers in the chat. Have a look in the chat yourself and see if you agree and jump in and say what you think. I look ridiculously bright. There we go. I think that's much better. Now I look a little bit too dark. Okay, well, what can you do? Okay, so we have the answer, of course, is shin or shins. We have two shins, one on each leg. SHIN, Crunel, Stabworthy, Nahum Juin 7957. I'm so sorry, I'm not saying your name right. Ebrew, Sai is in with shin. Football, whereas wear them. Yeah, we have shin guards. Stabworthy is in with shin guards, yes. Footballers in my national sport of hurling and Gaelic soccer, they wear shin guards as well. Footballers wear shin guards, yes, Cornell, or soccer, yeah, foot depending where you're from. Every place seems to have their own football, but generally, soccer is British football. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So yes, this is the shin on the front of the leg, kind of below the knee. And if you get hit here, very painful, very, very painful. Now, just to remind you to stick around, we're doing idioms up next as well. Yes, Stabworthy is asking about Gaelic soccer. So yes, we have Gaelic. We have two forms of national sport. We have Gaelic soccer, which is it's like a mixture of rugby, American football, and soccer. And then we have hurling as well, which is it's like field hockey, but much more dangerous. Yeah, we have hurling and Gaelic football, Gaelic soccer. Yeah, two of our national sports, and they're ancient games, ancient sports. Maybe we'll do some Irish culture later in the week. I only know Seamus, Finlay, and Hornswoggle all are Irish wrestlers. I don't know any of them. Hurling means vomiting. Yeah, hurling. I hurled. Yeah, hurling is another word for vomiting. But hurling, yeah, hurling is our one of our national sports. I'll just see if I can get a picture of it. One moment. I'll have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery, but I will try and get you an image. If you give me one moment, I will get an image for you. Yeah, and hurling is nice because there is a female version. Obviously, women can play the sport, but when women play the sport, it's called camogie, which I think is just lovely. Okay, so here I'm going to try and get some images up. I'm doing this very quickly on my desktop, and I'm airdropping them to my phone. And I'm going to just quickly show you guys. Am I back? Okay, hi. I jumped over to the pictures. Okay, here is. Oh, oh no, I've lost the pictures. Oh no. Oh no, they've all gone. All my slides are gone from the thing. Sugar. Okay, I've messed it all up. And I can't take this one off either. Guys, what have I done? Oh no. Okay, so in the attempt to try and get you guys an image of hurling and Gaelic football, I have somehow erased all the images for today's chat from my. When I click on the button, it just has no images. So we're going to have to do it on the fly. It's probably in the recycling bin. Where's the mod? Please go. I don't know what's happening. Okay. So I have a backup plan, and we're going to do that instead. Okay, I would even like to get rid of this thing behind me, but I don't even have the option. I don't even know. Oh, there we go. Oh, hang on. Maybe? Maybe? No. Okay, well, we have a technical fault. So idioms. Yes, idioms. We're going to do idioms instead. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste them into the chat, and then I want you guys have a look in the chat and let me know what the answer is. So we're on to idioms now. We're having technical difficulties. Yesterday I spilt my tea. Today I've deleted all the videos, all the images off the thing. So, okay, well, stuff happens. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, let's keep going. So we're going to do some idioms now, and I'm going to paste them into the chat. Have a look, and then I will speak them as well, and have a guess, and let me know what you think. So, idioms, here we go. So our first idiom is let sleeping dogs lie. What does this idiom mean? To let sleeping dogs lie. Have a look at the chat. Jump in with your answer. I'm going to have a sip of tea and try not to spill it anywhere. So, our first idiom is in the chat. To let sleeping dogs lie. Status quo enjoyer. Yeah, that's a nice way to say it. Okay, so if we let sleeping dogs lie, does it make someone angry? I don't know what's happening in the chat. Oh, I think someone might be watching from behind, maybe, and answering, putting in the answers then. I don't know. Okay, don't make somebody angry. Okay, so let sleeping dogs lie. Yes, you could say something like that. Leave trouble alone. Yes. Hi, Patty. Thanks for joining. So yes, all of your answers are kind of in the right way. And Stabworthy is chiming in. Avoid interfering in a situation that is currently causing no problems, but might do so as a result of interference. Yeah. So don't start trouble if everything is calm. That's what this means. Stop digging graves. Yeah. Don't cause any trouble. If things are okay, don't say anything. Don't do anything. Avoid interfering, as Stabworthy has said. Patty has said, leave trouble alone. Leave things be. Don't make someone angry. Yeah, we say, don't say anything. Everything is okay. If you say something that might make a trouble, you know, the sleeping dogs might get angry. So status quo, yeah, keep the status quo. Keep the status quo the same. So yeah, well done. Well done. Let's move on to another one. So if you're just joining, we've had some technical difficulties. My technology has failed and I'm posting everything into the chat. Good morning, Sumik. Hello to you. Good morning. So, have a look at the chat. Our next idiom is in the chat right now, a fish out of water. Sumik, lag broke. Are we lagging? I think I'm having issues today, really. Okay, a fish out of water. What is the answer to this idiom? What does this idiom mean? If you're just new, have a look in the chat. A fish out of water. We are doing phrases now. We are doing our quiz. Sticking out like a sore thumb. That's a really nice one. Out of the comfort zone. Good morning to Karen McWalker. Hello to you. Sumik, let me know if you're still lagging. I messed up the live a little bit. Does not belong here. Crinell, that's another nice one as well. So, fish out of water. If you feel like a fish out of water, you are feeling uncomfortable in a new situation. Really, that's probably the best, most concise way we could talk about it. You're maybe in a new job, a new situation, you're in a new environment, and you're just not feeling comfortable yet. Maybe something that's not in his place. Yeah. So someone, it's a person that would feel like this. You go into a new job, maybe you go to visit somebody and it's a weird situation, and you feel, what's a fish out of water? A fish is not comfortable when it's out of water, it's dying. So if you feel uncomfortable in a new situation, you feel like a fish out of water. So yeah, well done. Not feeling the vibe. Exactly, exactly. Sticking out like a sore thumb does not belong here. A food circle. I think someone is way behind in the lag, is lagging way behind. Durgesh, hello to you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad to have you here. Yeah, so let's keep going with our idioms. And our next idiom is coming into the chat right now. And the next idiom is to add fuel to the fire. How are you, sir? Joining after. Yeah, we haven't seen you in a while, Durgesh. Glad you came back. The live is happening as usual, and we're having some technical. My screen isn't working. I don't think I have anything coming up. No, still nothing. So everything is in the chat today. We're going old school, like the way it used to be a month or two ago. So the current idiom in the chat is to add fuel to the fire. Okay. So, what's the guess? Is anyone having a guess? Escalate a problem, Cornell is saying. Sai is saying to worsen the situation. Stabworthy, my friend in New Jersey, is saying make bad situation worse. And Chrissy Lab, I hope I'm saying your name right, to make worse. Yes, exactly. And Cornell's coming in with some bad language, but I'll say it, making shit hit the fan. And yeah, you're perfectly right. We have to make it worse, to make a bad situation worse. Yeah, add fuel. So if two people are arguing, say, and you want to chime in and add more information to their fight, you are adding fuel to the fire. Durgesh is saying, making a problem worse, which is already worse. Yes, exactly. Well done, everybody. Okay, so we have another one coming straight into the chat right now. If you're brand new, have a look. I'm going to read it out. Bite off more than you can chew. Does this sound good? Does this sound bad? Is this about having your dinner? What is this one about? To bite off more than you can chew. I started a new job. It was a promotion. I think I might have bitten off more than I can chew. Stabwords is in. Doing too much. Nguem Guan 7957. I think you're way behind us. Doing more than you can handle from Cornell. Sai is saying take on more tasks than you can handle. Yeah, exactly. This is just taking, and the word handle is very good here. Can you handle it? Probably not. This is what we're saying. Durgesh, excess of doing something, anything more than capacity, doing too much. Chriselle Ab, yes. So you're started a job and you're really not good enough for the job. It's outside your capabilities. You're not good enough. Maybe you started a new sport, or maybe you just have too much things to do. You don't have time for everything. You've bitten off more than you can chew. You've just taken on too much. And we have the perfect word here, handle. You can't handle the new situation. You can't handle all these things happening. It's too much. I've bitten off more than I can chew. She always bites off more than she can chew. She's always taking on extra stuff. Overwhelming yourself. Yes, Cornell. So, yes, well done. Everyone got that perfectly right. So, I think aside from the technical difficulties, we're not doing too bad today. Okay, this is a nice one. Every cloud has a silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining. What is the answer to this one? This is an idiom that we use quite a lot, actually. And what do you say? What's the context when you would say this? Let me know in the chat. Okay, an imposter. Let's see what else other people have said. Cornell has said light at the end of the tunnel. Positive side of a bad thing from Cornell. Anyone else have anything else they want to say about this one? Every cloud has a silver lining. Every situation has a positive side despite the bad one. That's from Sai. So, what's the correct answer? Every cloud has a silver lining. So, can always find good thing during a bad situation. Yeah. So a cloud, if when we think about clouds, they're kind of dull and bad and bring rain and storms. So a cloud in this instance is something bad that's happened. And, from some bad things, good things can happen too as a result of these bad things. And those good things are called the silver lining. There's a song called Silver Lining by a band called First Aid Kit, I think. So yeah, so even if something really, really bad happens, sometimes some good can come from it. Maybe some action can be taken, or just things work out in a way that benefits people. So yeah, every cloud has a silver lining. So positive side of a bad thing from Cornell. Every situation has a positive side, despite being something bad from Sai. Can always find a good thing during a bad situation. Yes, coping mechanism. Yeah, we could definitely use this as a coping mechanism. Don't lose your hope. Yeah, that's kind of the meaning, isn't it? Like every cloud has a silver lining. Don't lose hope. And that's from Suka. Something good happen after a bad thing. Exactly, Chriselle Alab. Rupal Mishra, hello to you. Nice to have you here. How is the weather out there? Well, we were just talking about, we had a little conference earlier about the weather around the world, and I'm freezing. It is currently 10 degrees in Dublin, and I always feel the cold. That's why I'm wrapped up like a womble. If anybody knows what the wombles are, I look like one right now. And RuPaul is Stephen. Hello, Stephen. I will try and remember that you are Stephen. Okay, let's keep going with our next idiom. Let's keep going. Okay, it's quite a common one as well. This one can be common in politics, in business. What is this one all about? To sit on the fence. Have you ever sat on the fence? I usually have an opinion on everything, so I generally don't sit on the fence. You'll usually get an opinion from me about pretty much anything. Parapapa 82610, hello to you. Thanks for joining. Very glad to have you here. To sit on the fence. I see some answers, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure any of them are. Not to be biased, from Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Hello to you. Not to be biased. Yeah, yeah. To stay neutral, from Jergesh. Not taking a side, from Stabworthy. So think of a fence, right? A fence is a very thin structure in between two gardens, isn't it? Or two locations. So if you're on the fence, you're not really on either side. You're kind of in the middle. So you don't have you're neutral, as Jurgesh has said, and Stabworthy is saying not taking a side. So you're being neutral. You're not making a decision. And that's the key thing here. You're avoiding, purposefully or just by what you're thinking. But to sit on the fence is to not make a decision, to not join one or the other. So being neutral is a good one. But sometimes it can be negative, like stop sitting on the fence. Give your opinion, you know. Be at risk. It could be a risky position, perhaps. If you don't make up your mind, you're going to jail. Stop sitting on the fence. To avoid choosing a side or making a decision, yeah, Durgesh, perfect. Play safe. Yeah, we could say this. We could say, he's sitting on the fence. He doesn't want to make a decision yet. He's playing it safe. So yeah, well done. I know you all get the context. Sarah Swalim is giving me a big hello and a sunflower. Hello to you, lovely sunflower. I wish I was in a place that had sunflowers right now because I'm freezing. Yes, politicians. This is kind of phrase that we would use in politics a lot. Sitting on the fence, a politician really won't give an answer. They're quite good at avoiding the question, giving whatever opinion on something that they really should give their opinion. So they're sitting on the fence. So it's a tactic. Can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. If you're a politician, maybe you shouldn't be in politics. Okay, next one. This is going out to Stabworthy. This is quite an American term, not really used here in UK, not in Ireland or the UK. I'm not in the UK. I'm in Ireland. Ireland. Okay. What is the ballpark figure? What do we say? Give me a ballpark figure. Give me a ballpark. Ballpark that. What's the ballpark on that? So maybe you're working on a project, you need to know something about the project, you're going to get something, maybe you need to know something. What's a ballpark? This is tricky. This might be tricky for everybody. Durgesh is in with a good answer. Good answer. Durgesh is in with another good answer. You're on fire today, Durgesh. You're making up for your absence. The main point, an overview. I think Durgesh is a bit closer. Stabworthy, I'm looking to you. Acceptable. Perhaps. Perhaps it might. We might want to know this so that it is acceptable. But Durgesh is closer. So, what is a ballpark figure? You'll definitely hear this in American movies that are related around finance or deals or anything like that. A ballpark figure is an estimation, an approximate number, or a guess. So, just say I'm saying to someone, I want an extension on my house. Can you give me a ballpark figure? So, this is an estimation. Okay. Can you give me a rough idea on how much that will be? That's what a ballpark is. An example would help us in guessing. An example might make it easy for you, but there we go. So yeah, I said, you might need it if I want an extension on my house. I said to the building guy, how much is this going to cost me? Can you give me a ballpark figure? And that means a general idea of the price. Stabworthy, everyone that came in late, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the like buttons on the side and share. Thank you so much, Stabworthy, my cheerleader. Read this idiom today means approximate figure. Well done, Durgesh. Exactly. Yes. So it's not an exact like if the construction guy said to me that's going to be ballpark 20,000, okay, 20,000 euro, and it could that mean it could be around 18,000, maybe it could be 25,000. It's just an estimate. You wouldn't hold someone to that price, okay? About, yes, about. The phrase comes from baseball, where anything in the ballpark is within a generally acceptable range, while something out of the ballpark is completely wrong. There we go. I knew the American would get it. I knew it. Okay, let me just see if those pictures ever came back. No, they didn't. Okay, let's keep going. Pum, 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 pum. Okay, this is a nice one. Next. Yes, Durgesh, next. So, have a look in the chat. If we're doing something by the book, what are we doing? What does this mean? Have a look in the chat, have a look at the idiom, and jump in and answer. By the book. What does by the book mean? If you're doing something by the book, are you doing it wrong? Are you doing it slow? Are you doing it good? Swear to God, maybe. I can see where you think that by the book when you take the oath in the court, maybe. but not exactly. Not exactly. So Durgesh is saying doing exactly as it is. Could be right. Maybe we'll get a few more answers in. Trying to do something properly, theoretically correct from Sukha. You're kind of agreeing there with Durgesh, yeah? To nail it. Sarah Sweatham, that is a good answer. These are all kind of coming in around the same thing, isn't it? About precision, about doing something precisely. So Durgesh said doing exactly as it should, yes. Sukha, trying to do something properly, correctly, yes. Sarah's in with to nail it, yes, to get it really right. Stabworthy saying hitting the ball out of the park is an automatic home run because nobody in the park could possibly catch it. Therefore, out of the park could not possibly be a correct answer. There we go. That's related to our last one in baseball. Yes. Thank you, Stabworthy, for the context. So this one by the book, yeah, it's all about doing it exactly right. You follow the rules exactly. So by the book means that it's kind of established how you do something. So I get a job in a factory, and I have to put the the object together in a precise way, in a precise order, and I've been shown I'm doing it correctly. I'm doing it by the book. Okay, I'm doing it by the book. But yeah, you're doing it exactly right. You're nailing it. You're doing it properly, correctly, excellent. Yeah, you're doing everything by the rules, by the way it should be done. Well done. Okay, we're moving on, and we're coming to the end. So, next up, by the book just means the rule book. Yeah, the rule book, how things are supposed to be done. Next, we are throwing in the towel. Does this mean I just had a shower? What does this mean? To throw in the towel. One word would do in the explanation. See what you say. Let's have a look. To throw in the towel. If this is your first time here with the channel, make sure and subscribe. My name is Jer. We do English quiz for everybody. We do vocabulary. We're having some technical difficulties today, but we're rocking it. We're keeping it cool. So we have Patty in with to give up, to get ready, to work hard from Sarah. Chrysalb is saying help. Suka is saying giving up. Lots of kind of different stuff in the answers. To accept defeat. Kinda, yeah, I suppose so. We could say to accept it, but we really could just have one word to kind of sum this one up. To throw in the towel. What could the one word be? Or maybe a phrasal verb. I'll take a phrasal verb. Durgesh is saying to quit, surrender. Sarah's in and Patty's in with surrender. Yeah, to quit, to give up. Like, I'm throwing in the towel with this exercise. I'm throwing in the towel with YouTube. I'm quitting YouTube. No, never, never. Yes, to quit, to give up. That really is all it means. I'm throwing in the towel with this job. I'm sick of it. I'm throwing in the towel with playing tennis twice a week. It's too much. I've bitten off more than I can chew. Okay? Throw in the towel means quitting. It comes from the sport boxing. If a boxer is getting hurt really bad, their manager would throw the white towel into the boxing ring, signifying surrender. There we go. We have a little bit of etymology there. And my battery is running low, of course. I'll never throw in the towel on my dreams, of course, Durgesh. And I'll never throw in the towel on my lives with you guys. I really enjoy it. Okay, so battery's at 10%. That means that we have time for one more and then a little bit of a chat. Never throw in the towel in your dreams, Durgesh. You're doing it right. So one last one. Cut to the chase. What do I say? Well, if I'm saying to you, cut to the chase. Will you ever cut to the chase? What am I saying? Oh, Ty's in a great answer. So Sarah. Who else is going to jump in with an answer? Oh, I keep forgetting about my tea, but maybe that's a good thing because I knocked it over yesterday. I don't think one of my buttons is working too good. Okay, Sai is saying keep it simple, get to the main point. Sarah is saying get to the point. Durgesh, to point, to stop. Um, yeah, in a way it could be kind of, if someone's kind of talking and talking and talking, they want to tell you something and they're talking and talking and talking, and you're just saying, get to the point, cut to the chase, stop rambling and say, tell me what you want to tell me. You know, someone says, oh, you won't believe what happened today. I went out and I went around the corner and then I went up the road and then I went down here and then I went to the park and then I went to the shops and then I went to the park again. And you're just like, just tell me the point of the story. Tell me the news. So be direct. Yes, stop. Point. Get to the point. Get to the main point quickly. Cut to the chase means getting to the good parts of the story, the important stuff. It comes from film industry because the car chase was the most exciting, expensive part of the movie. There we go. Get to the good part ASAP. So, well done, everybody. That was a great quiz today. Always something happening when you're live. And yeah, had a really nice quiz with everyone. Thank you to JJ Goes for my super thanks. If you want to support the channel, you can always join my student membership and you'll get PDF guides and lots of stuff. By the way, Jared, what's wrong with your eye? Thank you for noticing. So if you've been watching the live for a while, I had an eye infection about 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, and it was awful. I actually didn't come on live for a few days because it was so bad. It was really, really bad. And I got antibiotics. I went to the doctor and I was doing compresses, like when you get a towel really hot and you hold it to try and help it drain. And it went away. It very slowly went away, and then it's come back today. So I woke up with a big red eye, and I don't know where it's coming from. So thank you. Thank you for asking, Sarah. I know it's quite bad, and I have to film. I do other social media work, so I have to film for that as well. So no filming this week. It's raining cats and dogs here. Is it raining cats and dogs? No, it's just cold and miserable here. But nice idiom. Warm and cold compress. Yeah, I'm gonna try that, Chrissy out. Chrissy Alab. Chrissy Alab? I will try that. Thank you for saying that, Sarah. Thank you so much. It's okay. It's not sore. It's not painful. It just looks really bad. Oh, I don't know. Thank you, Jer, explaining why for the idioms is so helpful for me and hopefully others too. Yes, it was. And thank you for your assistance as well, Stabworthy. Really good. Use eye lubricants. Yes, I have antibiotic drops, which are very oily, so I use them. Before you spoke about mold, bad for health. Is it dangerous? Yes, really dangerous. Really, really dangerous. Any mold growing in your house, you should really contact your landlord or deal with it yourself. A really good way to get rid of it is vinegar. Vinegar really kills mold very well. Like if you have it on your walls, you might need to soak the walls, but just be really careful. Ventilate. Someone was saying earlier, they ventilate every day. You have to air out the house, make sure it's not moist, so be careful. Rianne Van Vick, hello, I'm late for the gym. How's everyone doing? Rianne, we're just at the end. Thank you so much for joining. So glad to have you here as always. Everyone's well. I had a technical difficulty, so the screen is frozen. So we've been doing it manually. We went to the default settings of doing it in the chat. But yeah, I was trying to show everyone Gaelic football and Irish sports. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Use gel-based lubricants, sir, which contain polyethylene glycol. Yeah, I have the antibiotics, so I'm going to stick with them. And I'm quite good. I put them straight into the eye, and then my vision gets blurry and all. So thank you all for that, hearts. So nice of you. I'm just checking the battery. I have 7%, so we're still good for another few minutes. So yeah, bad eye again, but not too bad. And yeah, life is very, very good. I had my friend over last night and I was helping him with some paperwork, and I went to work today and to the office, and that was all lovely. And I was talking to the CEO, and they're all very happy with me and the work that I do. So yeah, life is really good. What's my plans for the rest of the week? I'm working from home tomorrow. A new video coming out, which is on maritime English. I'm going forth into sailing English, Navy English, fisherman English. We're going to be talking about the starboard, the bow, all of that in an upcoming video. So yeah, I previously did some really good medical videos. I've linked the guides in with this video lesson. So check those out. They're available in my YouTube store, and they're also available to my student members as part of the student membership of the channel. That's linked in the description as well. What's the next lesson? Is it true Indian overuse, sir? No, I think it's nice and polite and I don't mind it at all. Tomorrow we're doing a request from one of my favorite viewers, Stabworthy. We're doing beach and vacation vocabulary. So lots of interesting stuff there. Unfortunately, it's not warm enough. I will be fully dressed. I will not be in my swimming costume or my bathing costume, unfortunately. I don't think the world is ready for that. So yeah, beach and vacation words tomorrow. So I'm going to have lots and lots of words for you. Have you ever done a lesson on different sports from English speaking country, or maybe the equipment to hockey stick football? Yeah, yeah. Like I did try and do sports a while ago, and I like it didn't go very well. Like no one knew what lacrosse was, and then I started to lose all hope. But I think maybe doing more Irish stuff, maybe stuff from Ireland and the UK, that's maybe very cultural centered. So maybe at the weekend we'll do something like that. So what else is on? So what's the next lesson? So we've done that. I'll catch up tomorrow. Yes, Rihanna and Vic, and you can watch these lives back. They go straight up on the channel. They do take a little bit of time to process, I think, from YouTube side, but generally they are up straight away. Um, do I like butter chicken? I've only had it once, and I'm very conscious that it's a British dish, isn't it? Butter chicken. It's a British version of a curry, so I generally probably tend to try and eat more authentic curry, stuff. Sorry, I keep turning this bloody app off. So yes, that's butter chicken. Bum, 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 bum. Can you do groups of animals like murder of crows, flocks of birds? Yeah, we did that a little while ago. I think that's a lovely area of English and it's really extensive. So I will add that to, we're doing animal names on Friday. So I will add animal groups as well to that. So we'll do animal groups as well on Friday. So yeah, that's perfect. Sir, it's an Indian dish. Oh, I thought butter chicken was it was British. It was like a British butter chicken origin. I'm looking it up now. Oh, it's Indian. I didn't know that. Excuse my ignorance. I thought that dish was like a English version of a Indian curry. So I will try that. It was first made by a chef called Moti Mahal in Delhi, a chef at Moti Mahal restaurant in Delhi in 1947. Well, then now I'll try butter chicken, definitely. I almost suggested that yesterday. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we'll do that. That's no bother. Cool. Sir, do one thing on my request. Find an Indian restaurant out there and order butter chicken and garlic naan. You will love it. Okay. Well, I did say I was at an Indian restaurant a few weeks ago with my friend who is Indian. My very good friend is one of my best friends is Indian guy, and we went to an Indian restaurant and I had dosa. It was amazing, but I will definitely go for a butter chicken and garlic naan next time on your recommendation, Durgesh. So, everyone, my battery is just about to go, so I will let you go. I'm going to have a nice chilled evening. And thank you, Karan Kumar. Wow. Wow to you. And yeah, thanks for staying around, everyone, for especially during our technical difficulties. I will have some images of hurling and Gaelic football tomorrow to show you guys. So stay tuned for that. You had dosa and butter chicken rice. Okay, I probably. Cheers, teach. No problem, Rian Van Vick. Yeah, so tomorrow we are doing, that's tomorrow is Thursday, we're doing beach and vacation words. from Stabworthy's request. And then we're doing animal names and animal groups on Friday. Rianne Von Vick is looking for animal groups. This is a really, really, really great area of English, really fascinating, and I love it as well. We have murder of crows, parliament of pigeons, parliament. I can't remember. Parliament of parrots, maybe? A pandemonium of parrots. There's so many of them. Thank you, sir. Good night. I'll join tomorrow. Thank you, Durgesh. I look forward to seeing you. Um, yeah. Thank you, Jer, for trying your best to carry on despite the lag and not throwing in the towel. Thank you. I didn't know there was a lag. I did see some issues with some people, but yeah, what can you do? Technology, hey? So batteries are just about to die, so I'm gonna let you all go. And thank you all for not throwing in the towel. The numbers did go down on the live. I constantly keep an eye on it, so that's probably why. Thank you, Stabworthy. That's probably why the numbers went down a little bit if there's a bit of a lag. But I can't do anything about that. We have good internet here. I've just broken my thing. Okay. Thank you all for joining. I will see you all tomorrow, 4 p.m. Irish time. The time has changed because we're an hour behind. We changed, their clocks went back, so I might be an hour difference where you are. Hopefully, we'll all catch up in the next week or two. And yeah, we're doing beach and vacation words tomorrow. Prepare to have your mind blown by all the English you're going to learn because, yeah. Thank you all so much as ever. Really glad to have you here. Check out all the stuff on the channel. Check out my post. Daily quiz every well, not daily quiz. Quiz every 2 days. Check that out. And yeah, thank you all. Tourist words tomorrow. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm going to blow your mind tomorrow with all the tourist stuff. So thank you all so much. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.